Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to another Trashcraft Tuesday. For today, I'm going to do a little shopping haul for you. And for me too, because I love reliving through all the bits and pieces I've picked up. Now, unfortunately, some items have already kind of been filtered out into my stash or even begun to be used. So it's not complete, but it's as complete as it's going to be. So I'm going to start with the little dump shop that is at the Rangiora transfer station. So they've got a little shop set up there. You go in. Nothing is really priced, I've found. It's kind of, oh, I wonder how much this is. I wonder how much that is. Kind of, you take your chances or ask, So I had to go to the dump shop to pick up some egg cartons, which are free for the food bank, and thought, well, while I'm there, I'm going to have a wee look around. Didn't find a huge amount that kind of caught my interest, but a few things. And one of them was this beautiful pearlized sort of orangey peachy paper. So not a huge amount of it, but I think 7 sheets there. Really, really pretty. So that came home with me. I found a magazine, which, like I said, has been filed away with my other stuff. And then this, which I was absolutely thrilled about. I've been looking for an old Monopoly set for a long, long time so that I don't feel bad about using it, like, using the money as ephemera, that sort of thing. So I found this set. It hasn't got a board. As near as I can date it is 1961. And it's got the instructions, it's got the cards. Some of the money is missing, I can tell, because some of the notes haven't got very many copies of them. But there's some of each value. The little cards, chance cards and community chest cards, pink and sort of this pale peachy flesh colour. And then all the counters, the houses, the hotels. Super fun. The only thing I think that's not original to the set is the dice. I believe these are from something else and they've been added in, but it doesn't matter because I didn't buy it for the dice. Super happy to get that. It's going to be fun to use. And that, the magazine and the beautiful paper here, all up, cost me $1. So I was stoked because when I grabbed the Monopoly, I was like, oh, how much are they going to charge? 5, 8, 10, I didn't know. But $1 for the lot. I was absolutely thrilled. I think I'll do Book Barn next, just because they're stacked up on the arm of the chair and I'm worried that a cat's going to jump up and they're all going to go bang, bang, bang on the floor. So let's try and do that before that happens. So I picked up a few Christmas kind of related books. This cute little The Fir Tree, which is just adorable. It's got these lovely little plates here. Not all of them automatically say Christmas, like this one doesn't really. It is a Christmas story. This to me says more winter. That's just a cute nature scene. It's the man cutting the tree down. But like this one, just so pretty. This one with the girls and the boys, 2 boys around the tree, a family scene by the tree. So really cute, usable sized images. Love it. Really pretty. This one is the Oxford Book of Carols. So it's a little song book, music book essentially. It's stamped here for Canterbury, but I'm not sure whether it's Canterbury, England or Canterbury, New Zealand. It is 1965, so not super old, but it's all Christmas related songs. So I thought that's going to be super cool for using in the Christmas journals I'm going to be doing very, very soon. And then this, The Christmas Miracle of Jonathan Toomey. Now some of these images I don't consider usable for a Christmas journal because they're kind of sad or angry, even angry. It's, it's had a tough life. But there is a couple here, like this one feels quite sort of sad. he looks a bit mad there. But there's the odd one, like this boy eating the cookies. That could be used. This one of the child's face, maybe the mother by the fire. So I'd have to chop them into pieces. They're too big. Maybe the father with the son, although that's quite wide. But there are a couple in here, like this lovely image that I thought could work in a Christmas journal. This one maybe as a fold-out scene or something. It's got the nativity and the beautiful happy faces. And then this lovely image at the back where they're all happy. It's snowing, so not New Zealand at all. And even like this strip here, that's really lovely. Bit of holly. So I grabbed it anyway. I think this I believe this might have been from Creative Junk as opposed to the Book Barn. They're kind of all getting mixed up, but that's okay. So this Carol book here and this one I picked up, they were together, and they were definitely from the Book Barn. So this is Old St. Paul's Missal, and I love the typewriter font in it. It's really cool. And there's images, you know, some of them are perhaps not ones I would use, and others definitely I could. And they're even the odd Christmas one, like this is the wise men presenting Jesus with the gifts. So there are images I can use as well, and that's the angel with Mary. But I love the font, and the paper's old, aged, lovely. There is some handwritten marks in it. Doesn't bother me. So super fun. I don't actually know how old it is. 1973, so not super old. It's younger than I am. Yeah. Okay, there's this one, Adventures of Pinocchio, and this is old. It's an ex-library book. I'm sure there's a date here somewhere. I think I remember finding the date. 1946, so definitely older than I am. It's got some beautiful illustrations throughout. And I've never read the story of Pinocchio, so I'm thinking maybe I might actually read it, because I thought it was quite a short story, but this is a whole novel. There's some gorgeous old tape in places, staining. You know, it's just an old, lovely book with beautiful, simple illustrations. So yeah, I was happy to find that one. I picked up a bunch more golden books. So some of the minis, Baby Animals on the Farm, 5 Little Bunnies, The Rabbit's Adventure, one of the standard sized ones, and Baby Animals. Can you kind of get a theme kind of going on there? All animal related. I'm kind of toying with the idea of doing maybe a farm journal at some stage. And I thought these images would be super beautiful in a journal like that. Or I've actually got 2 rabbit ones, so I could even do a bunny journal. Don't know. I went through they had a whole shelf of them, so I went through them and chose out ones that I wanted. This is at the Book Barn in Christchurch. So I got this little wildflowers book, which has got lots of lovely illustrations, has got some photographs as well. Lots of pages without anything, and that's okay. But just, yeah, beautiful little florals, greenery, leaves. Very sweet. And a really nice size too, the smaller size. I did pick up a New Zealand Geographic. They had heaps there. I just picked up one just for more New Zealand kind of imagery was really what I wanted. So I didn't want a heap of them. I just picked up one. Like, oh, I did not know they were in there. All sorts of fungi. I might be using this for my mushroom journal. Oh wow, look at that one. That's quite ugly. And kind of slimy looking. But super fun. Yeah, I'll definitely have to remember that they are in there. Okay, so magazine. I also got an old Stampin' Up catalogue. I don't even know if they charged me for this or not, but I like these because I like cutting out the images and using them. The sentiments are really good to cut out, so if you have access to something like this, really good resource for just cutting bits out and using them. Fun. Right, starting to put them on the floor now. Put that one on the floor as well. Okay. This is a really fun book too. It's quite a wide book. I wonder if it's A4 if turned that way. It's probably not wide enough, but you get the drift. It's a really lovely book. It's not original marbling, like it's faux marbling, but the pages are all kind of creamy and aged. It is from 1978, so again, not that old. Beautiful font, some interesting images there, and then it's got lots of images and colour ones as well, like this thistle here, and these ladies, this big one of Lily with the baby at the bottom. You know, really quite beautiful. I thought I could use that, and it's all, you know, matte, so that's lovely. There's a beautiful big Celtic style cross there. Girl with a butterfly or a moth talking to what I assume is a crow. I don't know. It's Arthur Conan Doyle is what this book is about. The author of Sherlock Holmes, and it's called The Doyle Diary. So yeah, I mean, it looks older than what it is. Actually, let's have a look at what's under the dust jacket. Oh, look at that. It's got gold embossing there and on the spine as well. That's really nice, and it's kind of a linen finish. So that might make a really nice journal in a different format. Okay, cool. I didn't look under the dust jacket, because the dust jacket, you know, it's seen better days. A bit torn, a bit stained. On the floor it goes. Another magazine, Atlas of the Roman World from National Geographic. Just lots of maps, really, and some interesting other images from history. So, don't know how I'll use it precisely, but I saw it and I was like, I want that. So I got it. I don't know how many books I got, but I got a lot. I got basically a banana box full, and it cost me $50. So, you know, I got a few for my money. This one is really lovely. Janet Marsh's Nature Diary. It's got, obviously had someone's name or something there that they've torn out. It's 1984, I do believe. Yep. And it's just like got gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations. You know, look at this robin's egg nest. So pretty. Some little bits, some bigger bits. There's a wee squirrel study, the tail, the hind legs, and then the head and torso. Just delightful. Obviously not New Zealand, because we don't have squirrels. Even like the little snail shell down the bottom there. So really lovely. Lovely little scene there. Watercolour style. Beautiful. Fun. Very happy to see that. Okay. Those and these ones. So I got 4 colouring books. Varying styles. This one I got just because I'm a horse lover. I don't think any of them have been coloured, but just all sorts of different horse scenes, you know, on the old sort of newsprint paper. Not great paper, but just really fun. Appeal to my horsey sense. It's stained, it's marked here and there, but I couldn't resist, and it wouldn't have cost me much, you know, as part of the overall. It would have. It's got $1 inside the front cover, so just had to have it. Then this one, a colouring book of the Old Testament. So better quality paper, all sorts of images out of the Bible. And I'm not sure again how I'm going to use it, but I thought even if I donate it to church for the children at church to colour in, I don't know, but or I might be able to like use some of them in some journals depending on the theme. That one. Then this one I got because it's old. It's very reminiscent of my childhood, of this type of colouring book, and I really like the images in it. Some really cute, fun images. You know, the odd one has been coloured, which is, you know, that's fine. Doesn't mean I can't use them. I just really like, oh, look, isn't that sweet? Imagine it like a farm journal. That would be really sweet in a farm journal. All these wee ducklings, wee bunny, butterflies. And some of these I thought could be fussy cut out as well. So I just really like the style. They had other old ones as well, but I just didn't like the images like I liked this one. This one spoke to me. Very, very cute. And then this one is Colour and Art Fantastic Flowers. And it's got, I'm just going to turn it sideways because it's easier. All sorts of floral images which I could use in a journal as a page, or I could colour it if I felt inclined. But I was intrigued because there was this bunch of purple paper at the back. Like, why? I don't know, but bonus purple paper. Not unhappy. There is the odd one that's been, or quite a few actually, that have been torn out, so they've obviously been coloured. And again, it was $1. Obviously belonged to Samantha Art, it says. Oh yeah, there's a few more gone at the top there, at the front. So yeah, missing quite a few, but still lots of goodness in there. I picked up this one. This one is more of a reference book for me, so not to be cut up. I do Zentangle. I love doing Zentangling. It's so much fun. I don't do a lot now. There was a couple of years where it's all I did was Zentangle. I was, every minute of the day, basically, I was drawing. And I've got a few books on Zentangling. This is a different one. And, you know, you just kind of keep looking for new ideas. So I thought that would be a really nice reference. It's got a few different things in there I haven't seen before. So I'm looking forward to kind of working through that, maybe as kind of like a workbook. And I got this one, A Garden of Old-Fashioned and Unusual Herbs. Intriguing title, actually. This was expensive. I took no notice of the price. It's got $8 in it. Took no notice of the price whatsoever when I was picking up books. But the ladies who are on the last 2 times we've been stick more to the pricing inside than what the owner does. The owner, he'll look at it and says, oh, and he'll just name a price. Whereas the ladies tend to go by the price and will take a little bit off, but not like the gentleman does. So I was kind of like, when she added it up and told me what it come to, it was like, oh, do I put the book back? And I thought, no, I can't. I'm just going to bite the bullet and have it. Again, beautiful illustrations, just gorgeous. It's got a lot of text, and I did and ah about getting it because of the amount of text. But that's just like base for a masterboard or collage, you know, including in a collage, even though it's kind of like bright white. I thought it still had enough that I can use it, because it does have a lot of beautiful images in it, delicate little illustrations. So yes, if I had known I was going to be charged $8 for it, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But I honestly looked at the price on nothing. I just had a ball. I've got one more to buy, which is the gem of the lot. But I'm going to show you this one first. This is one that my hubby picked up for me. And it's the world's greatest book of children's stories to read and paint. Over 600 pages. I don't know how much it cost. It would not have been 75 cents because that's not the way that the book bound price is. But it's 1990, so it's not very old at all, really. It's newsprint, but it's like all the stories in colour and pictures. It's just really fun. He came and asked me, is this something I can use? And I was like, yeah, get it, because I'm quite intrigued. I think it's really cool. It's really fun. They are double-sided, so it's like you'd have to choose one or the other to use. Just really fun. But like this one, Red Riding Hood, even if I just cut out that image, then I've got areas for writing space to use in collage. Same on the other side. Lots of blank areas that I could use as well. So I just thought it was really fun, and I thought, wow, you know, it probably cost $1 I'm picking. Look how thick it is. You see how thick that is? That's like huge. It is 1 inch and 5/8. 1 5/8. I would have said it was closer to 2, but I guess it is closer to 2 than 1. But yeah, just over 1.5 inches. But it's massive. That's a lot of paper. And now my best find of the day is this one. It goes that way up. Can you see that spine? It is so beautiful. It's a beautiful spine. It's heavy. It is heavy. It's a reasonable size book. It's got this beautiful marbling. So you can begin to get a feel for the age. It is old. Not as old as my 1758. No, it's not, but it is old. It's also not in English. So look at all that foxing there. I don't actually know how much they charged me because it doesn't have a price in it. Probably not as much as if it was in English. I think they would charge more if it was an English book, but it's in French. I don't know what it says. Obviously the author's name. It is 1867. So it's old, you know. It's got lots of beautiful illustrations throughout. It seems to be like a play or something. Or a series of plays or poems, or because it has where it changes the name. So this character, then this character, then this character again, then this character. And then it's got like the Roman numerals for parts. So we think it's a series of plays. Hubby had a look at it and he thinks it's plays. So it's just, you know, beautiful. Look how beautiful those illustrations are. Just stunning. And there's quite a lot of them. So pretty. Just, I haven't had a good look at it. So it says comedies et proverbs. Scene 10. Yeah, it must be plays. Scene 10. Oh, bonus. No, not a bonus. Well, it is kind of. It's just a piece of paper with obviously been used to blot writing. So it's just like the blotting part. There's actually no writing on it. But obviously done with fountain pen at some point. I wonder if there's anything else tucked inside that I didn't know. Kind of want to have a wee look now. Just have a quick wee flick through, see if I can see any other inclusions, little surprises. Doesn't appear to be. So, for those of you who have seen my 1758 book, I have come to a decision on it. I'm going to keep it. I will not tear it up. I will scan parts of it and use those in digitals and things like that, but I'm not going to destroy it. It's too old, too precious. I only decided once I got this one. Yes, this one is old. It's in much better condition than my 1758 one, but I am going to use this one instead of the other one. And that feels better to me because this one isn't as old, and it means I still get to use old paper. This is not rag paper. This is, well, I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's not. It's just, you know, whatever paper was at the time. Whereas the 1758 is definitely rag paper. But I feel better about that now, that I've got a plan. I've got something old and cool I can use and something old and cool to preserve. So in case you were wondering where I was at it with the 1758, I'm going to keep it as a treasure. Okay, so that's it for the books from Book Barn. And I think, yeah, pretty sure that other Christmas book was from Creative Junk. But now we're going to go to Creative Junk in the haul video. So I picked up some fabrics. There was this pretty, it's like a serviette, I think, a napkin serviette, I think, given the size of it. But beautiful Christmas red with the little holly and berries. So super fun for that one. And I got a green, just a green check. Thought, you know, that kind of can be Christmassy. This fun, I don't know if this is what they call ticking or not. But cotton, like a cotton type fabric with the red and white stripes. I mean, that says Christmas to me. Looks very Christmassy. I don't know why I undid it. Let's just put it there. I got this red with the white spots, 1.2 meters apparently, and 115 centimeters wide. Creative, that's not the price I paid. Creative Junk, you just fill a bag, and I'm a member now thanks to my hubby. So I filled a small bag, so it cost me $8. So it all just goes into the one bag. I'm curious as to what's written on this label on the back. I can see some text. Can I actually peel that tape up? Because that might be quite cool to save. Oh, it's not yellow. It's not really yellow. It's only the where it was that was yellow. Interesting. 2 from head office, the attached sales docket number, and then U for the following reason. Please correct this and rebatch. Okay, interesting. Don't know what it means really, but yeah, whole heap of this. There's quite a lot of it there. Really nice, and it's reasonable thickness too. It's not really thin. So that works with Christmas, I believe. I got this bit of like old curtain because it's got the bit there where you put the wire through. But lace curtain, I thought that any time, but I thought that would work with Christmas as well. Very pretty and shiny. It's got shiny bits in it. Stack the fabric up. And then this bit, which has got strings attached. This is really fun. It was actually on the floor, hidden around a corner, and I saw it there. I was like, oh, Christmas! Look, it's so cute. It's Christmas elves. Isn't that fun? It's so cute. There's a Christmas tree, Merry Christmas sign. It is quite thin, a loose weave, so like I can see my hand through it. Just so I'm not sure whether it will suit a cover because it might just be a bit too see-through, but I'm sure I will find a way to use it. It's just too cute, and I couldn't believe when I started looking for Christmas fabric that there was Christmas elves staring at me from the floor. It was meant to be, I tell you that, meant to be. Okay, I got some good doilies. So there was this one. This pattern here is called Pineapple because my aunt used to be really into this type of crochet, and pineapple was one of her main designs that she would crochet, and she did a set of 3 of them for my wedding, which I don't know where they are anymore. They have gone somewhere. A lot of these things have prices on, but the prices don't mean anything. This one, which I thought would be really cool to cut out individual little medallions. It's got stains here and there, which, you know, as junk journalists, absolutely fine. And then this big one here, which I thought there's a few options. Again, it's got the pineapples on it. Could actually cut those out individually, could cut around this whole 6 petals, leaves, I don't know what you would call them as a whole there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. You could, like, on top of a journal or around the spine or something, or cut out the individual bits. I don't know, but it's big and it's yummy and it's a gorgeous colour, and I will use it in many things, I have a feeling. This was a super fun find. This is, I want to ask you and make you guess before I tell you, but you can't give me feedback, so I'll tell you. This is actually blind, a bit of a blind from a window, and if I unroll it all the way out, it's got the bit here that where, you know, the wire or whatever goes through. But it's an even weave, open weave, and I thought this will be brilliant for cross stitch, because I really want to do cross stitch little pieces to go on journal covers and perhaps for sale. But I can't find my Aida cloth. It's buried somewhere in the house, and I saw this and I thought, well, this is really heavyweight, like it's going to be very sturdy, a lot sturdier than Aida cloth. And it's my preferred size because I like 18 count instead of 14. 14's like the crosses are too big. For me, I like finer. So I thought, brilliant. I'm going to use that for cross stitch. When I don't know. Like, when have I got time to do cross stitch? Maybe when I go on holiday in December. I got a whole, complete with here, bunch of these page protectors. I got 2 bundles of them last time I went to Creative Junk. No, actually the time before. And I have used probably 80% of them. And they had a big box plus another like shelf full of these. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to take another good couple of bundles because I am just using them so much for organising my digitals. And it's also what I put my stencils in a folder, so each stencil goes in one of these so that they don't get tangled up, and keeps them nice and flat and safe. So yeah, I'm finding I'm going through many of these, and I thought they'd sold out because I didn't see them last time I went, but they had just moved them, which they do, you know, things are constantly moving in there. A cute little notepad. It says hello note to and message, and a couple of faint lines. Just nice little note paper. Just trying to think how I tackle this bag of bits. So I found some of this, which is handmade, I believe, handmade flax paper. I don't know if it's Maori or whether it's Pacific Islander. It's definitely Pacific Islander, but it might be Samoan or Tongan rather than Maori. But it is beautiful. There's this piece which has a bit cut out of it. And then there's this large intact bit. And it's quite tough, quite sturdy paper. And I'm thinking I would have to lose some of the design, but perhaps I could make a journal cover out of it. Don't know, but it's the first time I've ever seen it there, and it's beautiful. And there were just the 3 bits, so I grabbed that. Obviously I grabbed it because you're looking at it. This is like a sleeve for a box, you know, it goes over a box. But it's got these little Christmas designs on it, and I thought, you know, it's cardstock, so might make a cover or something, but I also could like cut out the individual panels or some of them, I don't know. There was a couple, I just grabbed one. This is fun. I really like this. This is 1959, a touch typing manual. And I'm going to turn it sideways again because it's just easier. The typewritten fonts, just really fun. Just really fun. The cover looks grey, but actually when you open it up and see what it was before it faded, it's kind of a duck egg blue. But yeah, really, really just fun and different. There's a couple of diagrams there, how one should sit when they're typing. I love it. I think it's so cool. A few bits of very thin like origami paper with blue with white hearts. I thought that was super cute. And they were just random little loose bits floating around. This, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. It's a scroll. It's actually a wall hanging is what it's designed for. It's got a little bit of string there with some hooks. And it's Asian. Probably Japanese, I think. But not positive. It could be Chinese. But it's really long. And it's quite thick. It's almost like fabric on paper. And it actually might be because it feels like fabric. And then it's got these lovely decorative panels. So it's really long. And I love it. I think it's really cool. Yeah. Don't precisely know what I'm going to do with it yet. And they had, I think, 2 or 3 of these. So I just grabbed one, given that I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it. But I just think it's beautiful. It's really cool. And I'll probably use Google Translate to see what it says. Make sure it doesn't say anything dodgy, you know. I doubt it does. It probably talks about prosperity or hope or peace or something of those sorts. Okay, right. I've just brought the bag up so I can kind of dig into it a bit easier. So we've got some pretty little pink envelopes. One smaller yellow envelope. These cute little square, that one's got some red pen on it, little white square envelopes. And even tinier envelopes, so a creamy one and a white one. I think there's more. I'm just kind of trying to dig out. Oh, yep, there's some square silver ones. A couple of sticker sheets, both the same, with one's missing, very party related. Fun. Do I have any more envelopes? That might be it. Okay, I think that's it for the envelopes. Okay. So I found some of these art cards that I showed in my last Creative Junk haul, but these are different ones. So there's these little Manuka ones. There's persimmons. I've got a big bunch of those. Don't know quite why I grabbed so many, but super cool. So I'll be sharing these with Patreon in my Patreon mail. There's more of the Manuka. I didn't realise I had more. Here's another little envelope. I had more of those, so I've got a double stack of those. And then I've got these ones with bugs and a frog, shell, some text and bugs down the side. So just a bit more, actually more junk journaly, I think, these ones. Good in a nature journal, that sort. So I picked up those. Some of this Monopoly Here and Now fake money. bundle of that. Super fun. It is white, so don't know, I might love the rubber band actually, fluoro orange rubber band. I might coffee dye some, see how they turn out. This was a random find. I don't know what it's from, what it's for, but I thought that would make some really cool patterns on the gel plate. So I must do gel printing because I've been collecting bits and pieces now that I have not tried out on the gel plate. This was a great find too, a brand new pack of jumbo playing cards. Love those. A very old game of pairs, which has been well played because they're all kind of creased and some are a bit dirty, but really, really fun little sweet playing cards. I'm just kind of having a flick through, seeing if there's anything related to woodlands or mushrooms for my current journals. Doesn't look like, and the style was different, admittedly, but I thought it might have been cute. But yeah, they are just really sweet cards. Could be very useful in my own journaling, but also sharing with patrons rather, and Happy Mail, stuff like that. Very cute. And then this is also brand new. I didn't know it was brand new because the box is kind of torn and discoloured, but the contents are still wrapped in plastic. So brand new, New Zealand, with little icons relevant to New Zealand. Thought I just wanted it because it was a New Zealand pack. Did not realise how new it was. So those packs of cards. Just heaps and heaps of all sorts of paper bags of different sizes, colours, shapes, you know, some with writing, some without. So many different ones. Some of them I haven't even really looked at properly. I just kind of grabbed bunches and did a quick flick through to pull out anything that wasn't what I wanted, because there was like some packing paper in amongst them. And I thought, well, I've got access to packing paper. I don't need to fill my bag with packing paper. Some of these will go to the food bank. Look at this one. It's really pretty. But I'll go through them properly and work out which ones I want to keep and which ones can go to the food bank. There's lots of different interesting colour ones actually, which is super fun. Look at that, that's pretty. Pretty green one. A little glassine one, which is fun. I did not know that was in amongst them. Little black one. So some of them are brand new, like these ones are brand new. Oh, I've also got these envelopes, these big office ones. I've picked up a bunch of these before and I'm using them for journal covers, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to be using them quite quickly because I am. So I grabbed another little handful just to keep me stocked up. Another little random bit of like scrapbook paper. I just thought it was pretty. Oh, can you see that red on my fingers? That might give you a hint of what I'm about to show you. Or maybe not. Then there's this fun accounting pad. Just got lines and numbers. The first few pages have actually been cut. Like, I don't know why, but somebody's like cut the section out. So some of them I'll just have to pull that out, you know, finish cutting it. And then after like several pages, it just goes normal. So that's probably why it got thrown out. Right, and then I got a whole heap of office type stamps, which is why I've got some red ink on my fingers. This one has never actually been opened. So it'll be interesting to see whether it works. So there's a draft, and some of these are ones I have not seen before or never come across. So it's really fun. Preliminary, subject to revision. I did test apart from this one that's sealed up, I have tested them all and they all work. So preliminary, subject to revision, uncontrolled document, and some are red, some are black. I don't think I got any blue ones this time. Received with the little oval bit under it. Private and confidential. This big one is one that you use on a stamp pad, so it's not a self-inking one. And it's check verification, check/verification print, and then it's got a whole lot of check boxes and numbers and stuff. So it's only got part of it on the top. So I don't know exactly what it says, but I thought that was quite fun. This one is airmail. And this one doesn't have written on top, but it's reviewed, is what it says, reviewed. And this one, principal's copy. Must have come from a school, don't you think? So that's all my really fun stamps. I need to get a special box for those types of stamps because they've now outgrown the spot in the drawer where they live. So yes, I will need a special container for them. And then something that got lost at the bottom of the... Oh, something else. Oh, one more stamp. Entered. And it's got blue tack on it. I don't know where the blue tack came from. I'm pretty sure it wasn't on there when I picked it up. But anyway, so that one's entered. And this little box I picked up with its contents. There's some blank bits of paper. I don't know what they're about. And then there's these little ducks with a bubbles in a body brush, like scrubbing brush. I think maybe these are the backings for these. I'm not sure whether they're like faux tattoos or rub-ons or just see-through little paper bits. But they're really cute. Really cute. And I don't know if they're all the same. Yes, it looks like they're all the same. So I might have to experiment. They kind of look like they might be some sort of like tattoo. I don't know. I might have to play with them because I've got... Yeah, no, they're not coming off or anything. I think they're just fun little bits of tissue with a happy duck on it. So definitely be sharing some of those in Patreon mail as well. And they'd just be fun, you know, because they're transparent on transparent paper. I don't know what they were used for originally. Have no idea. And why there's so many of them. But I thought they're really cute, but I also like the little box that they're in. Like, that's a fun little plastic box that I can use. Once I've used those up, I can use that for lots of other things. So I think that's it, my friends. Oh, no, not quite. Not quite. Let me move these up. Look what I found at Creative Junk. I haven't yet researched this one. I think it's about the same era, but this is from a different country. This is from, oh, maybe it's not. It does say New Zealand. I thought the other one was New Zealand and this one wasn't, but this one says New Zealand as well. But it's another old Monopoly set. And it's different. Like, the cards are different. They're rounded. They're a different colour. The cards are different. Can I grab the other one? Where did I put it? Where? No, I can't because I don't know where I put it. I've obviously buried it. Oh, yes, I have buried it. I can see it, but it's buried. So some of the money is just a slightly different colour. Again, it's not all there. Like, there aren't many 50s, but that's fine by me. It's like between this one and the other one, I've got plenty. The card's really pretty, really cool, really different to the other set. Different colours. Oh, that poor note's been torn in half. It's a 10. Yeah, and the dice, original dice, nicely yellowed, and the counters are all looking a bit like used. Again, no board, which is fine because I wasn't after the board. There's a random counter that doesn't belong in here, and this doesn't belong in here, but they must have lost some of these because there's only 2, and then they've used this as like a third counter. So the houses and the hotels are the same. We've kind of compared the colours and everything, and they're exactly the same as the other set. But it's really the paper stuff that I wanted, you know, the cards, the money. So I was really, really rapt to find this at Creative Junk because I haven't seen one there before. So I picked up 2 in the space of a week. 2 sets of Monopoly in the space of a week. Incredible. I do have my own Monopoly set, which I got when I was, I don't know, 13 or 14 maybe, or maybe younger than that. I got my own Monopoly set. I do not want to break into that and use it because it's pretty much, I mean, it's been used, but it is pretty much pristine. I want old, grungy, distressed, aged, unloved now. You know, once upon a time it was much loved. You can tell it was much loved. But now it's going to be loved by me in a different way. So that's it, guys. That was the final piece I had to show you from my shopping haul. I'm just really excited to get into Christmas journals. I'm working hard off camera on my two woodland notes and shrooms journal. Not completely finished. There still will be bits on camera that you will see, but I'm keen to get on to Christmas. So thanks for joining me. Have a great afternoon, my friends, and I will catch you again tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye for now.